Hello everybody and welcome back once again. Alright, I've claimed the Throne of Storms, so I now have, wow, brain fart, 4 points out of the 6 needed. Or did I do 7? I think I did 6. Um, I get some more blood slaves. I believe I had him stop because I'm up to like a fair amount of unrest up there. Now, here we go, fighting in the water. Now, I'm basically very confident that I'll win this. Those water mages can be pretty nasty still, trying to get my fatigue up, but I should be able to rout them before it becomes a problem. On top of that, of course, that water elemental I didn't realize was going to be here. I checked their gems last time on my failed attempt. They had used up all their earth gems. They still had some water, though, which I hadn't thought about. Now, as you can see, I'm way up here at 71 fatigue, and that's even with a lower encumbrance armor. But they're... wait, no, it hasn't popped off yet. Okay. Down to 21 fatigue. Soul Vortex is amazing. That's what makes these super combatants. If you really plan to go more a Thug SC route, I would highly suggest more focusing the construction alteration tree, because that's where you're going to get a lot of your power out of it at. And there we go. I guess we can turbo this ahead. Now see, they're casting the numbness, which I hadn't thought about either, which is going to bring my fatigue up along with that elemental, which I can't, well, it doesn't matter. I went out overall way above my hit points. As you can see, I've got so many stats on this guy at this point that his experience is actually outside of the box here. But this is very expensive. Obviously, you take out the Robe of the Sea and you take out the Ring of Frost. You probably go for a Girdle of Might for Reinvigoration 3. And if you can afford it, which I'll never be able to afford with the setups I'm going with, but a Robe of Invulnerability right here. Bone Armor would be just as good, but even more expensive, because Invulnerability's cheaper on the Fatigue to cast. But this is pretty close. Obviously, I have to get him underwater, and I was afraid of the mages, so I tailored him a little bit. But this is pretty close to a true SC. I've got the invulnerability, so the protection really doesn't matter. Basic protection and then invulnerability do not stack. So that's why I'm not casting invulnerability with my other guys who I was handing heavy armor. That's mostly just due to the fact that I have no death gems. I have nowhere near enough death gems to do what I want. The death gems are also basically creating all my archers, while air gems are creating all my troops at this point. Well of Misery would be something I probably would like to get up in a much larger game. In fact, I would probably beeline for it in a normal game at this point. These smaller maps right here are a little different. And even though this guy is so big right there, I am not going to be moving him. He's my insurance that the throne does not get taken by Sarumadia. Sarumadia has a lot of death, so them building up a stack of skeletons and coming underwater, I can't build a fort on top of it, so he's basically just going to sit underwater the rest of this time. Alright. And I have no troops, so I'm going to be taking some casualties, or I'll be taking greater hits. You can just see right here. they're just pelting me with arrows non-stop. This guy, I believe, is at 1 hit point now, yeah. And this guy didn't pick up any wounds. Must have been a bunch of small hits there. So I'm already in ghost form here. This is almost more of a raiding style. Obviously, you'd want to use a few less on the lower difficulties and just accept the mage losses. Like I lost one right here. Alright. So I end up losing one. I don't lose any of my archers, thank goodness. I really don't have the gems to be replacing them. Then I have a battle with the mercs. I push down and take another throne and another province from them. That's incredibly good. They're already routing, so that's a good portion of the troops down here. And these guys are dead even if my guys don't catch up to them. That decay, they're not going to live long enough to matter. As you can see, all my skeletons age rapidly at the end. There's a battle in Arnberg. Now, they've never declared war on me. I'm not sure, since the fort is not currently owned by me, if they're not considering it war or what's going on here. There was a bump right here earlier. The turn I actually attacked it, they attacked it as well. And there's my beautiful elementals. Get some falling frost there. And I've just got piles and piles of skeletons. But my mage corps are pretty good. That's pretty much a wipe for them. It would have been really nice to get all of the mages. But I got, you know, most of them. So these I would really like to snipe as well. That banishment from the Holy 2 on top of my forces is not the best. Now this was a complete mistake. I thought about attacking here and decided not to. As I only had the 2, I was thinking I'll have this guy skelly spam. And I'll keep my Oni kind of back a bit. Apparently, I forgot to tell them not to attack. So we can go ahead and watch this. The elementals are just going to be problematic. That's just all there is to it. Summoning elementals is always good. I was going to wait till I had a few more stacks of skelly spammers out there. I mean, he accounts good for himself overall. Here's where the problem comes in. I just lost all his human troops, and that's what's keeping my fatigue down and my life up with my soul vortex. So that is a pretty big blunder on my part. Not much more I can say about that. I was really planning to wait a few more turns until I did that. Alright, and then apparently I didn't script this army at all. I didn't even watch this battle, I just checked the count on it. So I'm going to have to script them after this, which will eat up part of the actual game time I was wanting to use. However, you can see I'm just mauling these little tribe guys. What are they, wolf or bear? Deer. They don't stand a chance. Alright, and the losses there was a single archer, so very good. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Okay, apparently I started scripting these guys and stopped for whatever reason. Tell you, I am full of right decisions this game. I mean, I kind of hate to say it's because I'm recording, but I really do try to get the turns going just a little bit quicker. And I do miss a lot of things when I do that instead of sitting back and looking at it, which is kind of nice. That's the breaks in between. Where I'm actually setting everything up and scripting in between the videos now, because I can stop and look at things a little bit better. All right, so basically I'm just I find out that they have nothing else down here. Sarumadia has picked it up. I really want to get this province before Sarumadia does, because that will probably be the hop skip to a throne, which will be where I'll aim to go next. However, as I can't go any deeper with these guys right here, I'm going to fall back to the fort, pop this fort down, come over here, knock this fort down, pick that up. And I forgot to change something else. I have to be able to get my profit underwater. That's going to be about the cheapest, so we'll go with that. I'm basically out of water gems at this point, but in fact, I even take one of my people that I made, and I'm scooting her up for a defense here. Probably going to get diseases on these guys. Not a lot I can do about it because I can't take this yet. Just kind of is what it is. Other than that, I am surrounding their capital, and then I hope to launch a massive strike at it. I have my next SC getting ready to roll out, although I like to run them in pairs when I'm not running them with an army. Running with an army might be a little bit better considering the level of gear I've got, because it's something to contemplate, but I don't think I'm going to, but it's definitely something I should keep in mind. Now that I have Soul Vortex, I'll still lose them occasionally, but I shouldn't lose them in drastic fashion anymore. And if I come up against something hard, I've got all the research done to make a self-counter to it with a Dione. Alright, I get my research done. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I think that gives me Flame Spirits, yes. Actually, I think I'm going to keep going. I really want to get Well of Misery up. I've got a Death 6 caster already, so I really just need 80 gems. And I'll alchemize every Astral Pearl I have to get it. Chances are the game might be over by the time I can get it up. But that's alright. And as I said, I'll summon up Konoha Tengus with him from now on. I probably won't do another Diatengu. I'll just have him whenever he gets weak like this refill, basically. I found a burial mound. Very good. Alright. Do fall bears pick up ethereal during the fall? Is that what happens here? Okay, we're going to turbo this up. And they have regeneration? I'm not going to lie, I'm not sure how those fall bears are regenerating or ethereal. I don't believe that's normal for them at all. And they're basically a whole bunch of magical... What are those? I didn't see those archers, and they're lucky as well. Did they have a bunch of mages there, and I just wasn't paying attention to a bunch of casts at first? A single yogi? Maybe the Fallbearers are really that good, and I've just never used them. I can't actually remember using the Spring Great Hawks or the Winter Wolves or any of those units, actually. Okay, so apparently I am at war with Atlantis now. Which is not good. I've kind of taken troops out of a lot of my forts to just go push this war fast. I'm hoping to end the game in the next 10 turns or so. You know, there's no real point in watching that. So I lose a couple guys. Oh. Yeah, I mean, apparently we're at war. I don't really remember them saying we were at war. Okay, so try to get my flyer stack built back up. Yeah, I'll have a bunch of Oni there next turn. Okay, so they extend down here a ways. Alright, and I think this is time to push for their capital. I guess I should keep watching these. And I wipe out another temple, very good. Fire gems, definitely not the best. A Windmaster. Kind of wish I had built that lab up here now. I could have done without the winged boots. And I'd much rather have the astral guys at this point. Oh well. Give me another pair of winged shoes. And I'm trying to pump every bit of province defense I can into this, because I really cannot afford to lose it at this point. So we'll wait and see how my resources look after I buy up mages. Alright, you guys give me a free temple. Where? That's excellent. I had a event for the Bake Mono a few turns ago, so we'll shift them into a wall cracking position. They're not really going to be good for anything else. I'd rather keep along the waist right here. I'm surprised. With the cold skills that were here, I was sure there was going to be a, maybe that was Atlantis' dominion right there or something. I just don't know. Alright, that's perfect. So, Sarumadia did not pick that up. Oh, I forgot to grab my fire in a jar. Just gonna have to eat a few extra gems, I guess. And I'll basically attack their capital with both of these groups here in just a moment. And then I'll wall off along this, which, unless they've got a fort down here, will basically be the end of them. Blood rituals are cheaper. Not going to help me. Oh, I wish you hadn't taken my blood slaves too. I don't know if that was worth an error, guy. Alright, so, wow, I don't have a mage coming out of here now. I was wanting to pump him out of both of these to have a defense force up there. I'm going to run these back over here. I'll probably sit right here as well. I hate sitting on a place that spreads those diseases like that, but I just don't have enough mages to take out their better units right there. Alright, and that looks like the end of my water gems. Maybe I should invest in a few gate cleavers. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Probably should have already done it. Instead of forging earth boots, start getting me some gate cleavers. That'll help me tear down these forts really quickly. Without having to mass troops, because I've got plenty of mages, I think, to hold most of these fights. I just don't have the, Oh, man, I need to start summoning flame spirits, too. You know what, we'll put the boots on him. Alright, that'll give me some fire casters. Get some gate cleavers rolling. Doubtful that I will be building any more researchers. Probably the whole game. At least for a little while. And I'm trying to get all my summoners right into one little area right here. And I will be picking that up. I'm going to lose the gold, but I could definitely use the death gems. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, and I got my second beater stick on its way down there. So I don't have blood slaves right now, so we will take a break with him anyways. For my next guys, let's see, I'm going to need armor heads and... Oh, wrong one. Armor, head slot, and the reinvigoration items. Alright. Really? That's it? A few more archers right here, and I'll feel confident about going, not archers, a few more units, and I'll probably buy just a couple of those. However, I want mages if I can get them. Actually, we'll call that good and throw more into province defense here. That'll probably be about all I put in there. I find another magic site, Oakenwood Tower. I do not know what that is. Oh, nature. Not that I have a real use for my nature gems right now. Alright. Oh, and Atlantis is going to just, Oh, I got a bunch of little Bakemono here. That actually worked out. Alright, pushing forward right south of their capital. That means I'll have their capital completely ringed. Alright, no real need to watch that. Nothing, and I snipe another temple. Okay, at least they hit the probably weakest of my provinces. Only four Skelly spammers. I'm glad they don't actually have a bigger force. I think those single death scale is what I believe they have. I believe it has destroyed their income. No, no, don't go after these. Go after the... Oh. Stupid skeletons. Alright, I push forward again. They've got nothing to worry about. Hopefully I don't lose too many of my gate crackers right here. Oh, and then they attack, but you guys are a hair too late. Man, I love bottles of living water. Honestly, they didn't send enough. I'll probably have a few casualties there. Yeah. Um, bad. Oh. Atlantis is going to be such a pain. So, guess I'll just have to deal with it. Alright, my next Diaoni's out. So, forge up a Girdle of Might. Forge up a Knight's Armor. And I need another pair of winged boots. Ooh. My air gems are getting pretty dreadfully low. And I don't quite want to have to go through and retell my guys, so I'll just alchemize a few of those just so that I have enough, because I think I'm floating even on air gems right now. Won't need the shoes for a while though. Alright, and now I'm running Flame Spirits into Flame Spirits, so we're looking good. For those of you who don't know, Ethereal, pretty good. Hit points are pretty low at a 15, but how can you really complain about it? It's a free fire mage. Well, not free, 30 fire gems. There's not a whole lot that you can say to complain about that. Okay, I think actually I'm just going to call the episode here. Basically, I'm going to assault their capital, probably make up a Mountain King somewhere around here so that I can start running gate cleavers down. I'll probably want to chop through this fortification as fast as I can. This one should fall hopefully fairly quickly. Oh, they do have another fort. What a bunch of chumps. Alright, so that's basically the plan, and it looks like they should basically be wiped out. Well, anyways, everybody can see what's happening. We will continue the war. Probably not trying to push on these, more focusing on consolidating up here, getting that, plus dropping these two forts back here. I have to spend a bunch of turns every single time to start dealing with Atlantis, because Atlantis is going to have little raiding parties everywhere. Seriously, I wish I could just dom kill them right about this point, which, to be honest, this is next to their capital. Does not look like it's too far-fetched. Maybe come up here and wipe out, well, anyways, I'm rambling again. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time.